Well, you know, it's funny because you just said I'm admiring the painting. And when we were installing the show, I kept using the word painting by accident because these works have such a sophisticated, formal complexity to them, and they have the size of paintings, that they seem like they exist somewhere in between photography and painting. All right, I'm standing in front of one of my favorite new pictures in the exhibition. This is a picture called Utah, and it's based on a picture he took with his phone while driving in a car. After looking at this image on his phone and thinking, this is interesting, the blurriness, this strange thing that happens up here with this utility line that gets interrupted. So he went back with some proper equipment in order to make a picture that he could then enlarge to this scale. You're looking at mobile homes, houses that look very, very temporary. And on the one hand, I think an image like this is a homage to the importance of mobile phone photography today. And it's also, though, this monumental version of it, and it shows us what we're missing by looking at our phone all the time. He's created something that gives the mobile phone image a completely different stature and meaning. This is one of Andreas's, I think, most famous pictures from the 90s. And it shows you display shelves in a Prada shop. And of course, the strange thing is they're empty. And so it becomes a picture not about the kind of commodities that people covet, but about the way those commodities are framed. And maybe, I think, suggesting that the things we crave or desires are aroused more by how things are packaged and presented than by what those things actually are. Finally, another one of my favorite pictures in this room is a picture he finished in the first week of January. This is a picture, again, inspired by a mobile phone photograph of a neighborhood in Tokyo, which he took from a train. And he rode this train 40 times, going back and forth, taking different images of this neighborhood in order to then assemble pieces of those into one seamless collage, which is what this image is. That's not what makes it interesting, though. What makes it interesting is how it affects the way you look at it. Your eye never has a single place where it feels like, okay, that's the center of the picture. Watch out behind you. This is a recent picture he took of an Amazon distribution warehouse in Phoenix, Arizona. You know, you look at this sea of objects, each one of which is in focus, and that they're seen to be completely randomly placed throughout all these shelves. And that's because at Amazon, when they take things off the truck, they just put it on whatever the nearest shelf is, digitally tag it, and then they track them with a GPS thing. So there's no more sense that we need to order the world in a way that you can recognize visually. And so this is a picture really of a different system that we've entered as a culture. Visual order doesn't mean what it used to mean. I mean, one thing you really get a sense of in this exhibition is the world we live in. Markets of all kinds, from stock markets to 99-cent markets. Images of politicians, North Korea, environmental degradation. But Gursky is not an artist who's trying to tell you what you should think. Does not want to make a political statement, but he wants you to make your own conclusions from looking at his work.